Welcome to another edition of the REPMO Recap Show presented by Absolute Roofing. There's a lot of highlights to get to, and we're going to start this week with golf, where Republic has two state qualifiers. They took very different paths. One, Izzy Benson, her fourth time going to the state tournament. She's only the third golfer in Republic history to reach that goal. And Jenna Smith makes it for the first time ever. We talked to both of them.
First 9 honestly went really, really well. I was really happy with the way I played today, honestly. The first hole was super nerve-wracking, just because it always is, but just the whole 18, I kept it together, and I kept with the end in mind for sure.
I don't know, I had a lot of good putts that helped me a lot, like 5 to 7 footers that I really needed to make, and I made them. But I also missed a lot of dumb putts, like 2-foot putts that I lipped out or something. So it was just like hit or miss.
Lady Tiger softball closed out the regular season in style, winning their final 3 games to share the COC West title. They topped Carthage 4-2 last week. Then they run-ruled Willard 11-1 in this one that you're watching now. Addie Brown slugged a home run over the center field fence here, and the Lady Tigers finished that game early. Karagoki was solid in the circle all week. Addie Brown and Ashlyn Shaman provided some power against Parkview as they beat the Vikings 15-0 last night to close out the regular season. They're 21-9, and it's the first time since 2018 the Lady Tigers have won 20 games in the regular season. The football Tigers had a tough one on Friday night, falling to Carthage 31-14 in COC West action. Carthage controlled the clock and outgained Republic 322 yards to 194. Mason Fleetwood with a nice run here. And sophomore quarterback Trenton Coleman had a couple of touchdown passes, both of them to Cannon and Ellison. This one was near the end of the second quarter. It made the score 21-7, but it wasn't enough to overcome that early deficit. Coach Ryan Cornelson said he'd seen that kind of game before.
That's what we try to do, and that's what we are able to do at times. Take the clock, run the ball, pound, and every now and then take a shot, and usually it's open, and so we got a taste of our own medicine.
Well, last week was a tough luck week for the Lady Tigers volleyball team. They dropped a couple of close 5-set matches, both to Kickapoo at home and then at Carthage, but they rebounded Monday night with a sweep here over Springfield Catholic. Reese Finley led the attack all week, including 25 kills against Kickapoo last week. Republic comes off the win 12-15 after last night, and they will celebrate senior night this evening. And the season's still alive for Lady Tigers tennis. They got a win in their opener in district play last night. That game was at home against Lebanon, and the Lady Tigers beat the Jackets 5-1. That set up a showdown with a very good Nixa team tonight on the road. Nixa, the number 1 seed, and they only have 1 loss all season. The Lady Tigers will be looking to avenge an earlier loss and keep their season alive. And it's time now for our Tiger Triple Take, presented by State Farm agent Sarah Rader. This week we talked to running back Mason Fleetwood. What is on your music pregame playlist?
So when the season started, the week 1, a bunch of us went to SNL for just to get donuts before school, and we all made a massive playlist just with a bunch of different songs. So it takes from rock to our hip hop music now, and it's everything. So I just listen to that every day or every Friday.
Okay. If you could have any superpower to use in football, what would it be?
Being able to read people's minds, because if I could read every defensive player and knew exactly where they were going to go and what they were going to do, I feel like that's a pretty big advantage. I feel like I know baseball and football the most just because that's the 2 I play, so I probably would combine those 2. How I would play it? Dude, I don't know, because they're just, to me, they're 2 totally different sports. You could definitely do something with I think taking the outs and the innings of a baseball game and playing offense and defense of football and somehow combining that would be pretty cool.
And that's going to do it for our REPMO Recap Show. I'll be back next week with more highlights. Thanks for tuning in.